welcome back to my channel, Low Inspired Living. If you are new here on this channel, I like to talk to you guys about everything fragrance and a little bit of lifestyle, everything that makes my life a little bit sweeter and hopefully yours too. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. So yes, today we are doing the second part of my series based on Taylor Swift. So I am super excited to film this today because y'all, when I'm filming it this week, we just got news that Miss Taylor Swift is engaged. Yes, that was so exciting. I just feel like as someone who has been a lifelong fan since she has started, I said this in debut, I've been listening to her for, what, how long has it been now? Almost 20 years. It's crazy because her first album came out in 2006. So yeah, almost 20 years. That's insane. But yeah, I have just been loving her, been a fan of her for so long, and her whole journey has just been about growing up but also finding love in all its different forms. And so to see that she is now engaged and soon to be married, hopefully, I can't wait for that part of her life to start. I'm so happy for her. Even though I don't know her, I have no relationship to Taylor Swift, don't know her at all, I'm still very happy for her, because I feel like when you listen to someone's music, and especially someone who writes their own music, you get a little peek of their life and the stories of their life and things like that. So you do feel a special connection to them, especially when you like have listened to their music for so long. But anyway, let's get into today's video. So yes, this whole series I'm doing each album leading up to TS12, which comes out October 12th, The Life of a Showgirl, and I will do a video based on perfumes that I think would kind of match the vibe of that album. I already have some ideas, but today we are covering Taylor's second album, Fearless. So yes, Fearless came out when I was pretty young still. Like, I remember listening to Fearless when I was like a freshman in high school, because there's like that song 15, and I feel like as a freshman it's like required listening. You gotta listen to 15 before you go to high school for the first time. So that was a fun and very special memory and experience. But let's get into the scents that I feel give the same vibe. So if your favorite era is Fearless, these are some perfume recommendations for you. And like I said in the other video, if you don't listen to Taylor Swift, if you don't know anything about her music, that's totally fine. You're just here for the perfume recs. That's totally fine too. But I know my Swifties out there will get a special enjoyment from this because you know all the references that I'm going for. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first one, I do not have the mist or the perfume, and I said I am not going to go out and buy Mr. Perfume specifically for these videos, but this is one I do plan on getting soon in the near future. We actually have a $5.95 sale going on at Bath & Body Works right now, so I might try and snatch this up. But it is in the stars, so of course we have the song Superstar from Fearless. That was one of my favorites, and there's just different references to like stars and fairy tales throughout this whole album. It's very like a whimsical, like a very young, romanticized version. You know, she was still really young when she wrote this album. Everything was still like fairy tales and rainbows. So yes, in the stars, this one has Starflower, Sandalwood Musk, Sugared Tangelo, White Agarwood, and Radiant Amber. So yes, I only have it right now in the moisturizing body wash, but I do really like this scent. It is a very easy reach. Like, it's something I can wear any time of the year. I could wear it throughout the year. It's not too wintry, not too summery. It's just like a very good base scent. It's a little floral, it's sweet. It's just a very pleasing, easy reach scent, and I kind of feel like that's what Fearless is as well. It's like, you know, it's not my favorite album, but it's not my least favorite. I don't have a least favorite Taylor Swift album, first of all. I love all her albums. But you know, it's just, she's there, she's cute, she's nostalgic. You know, cute. But yeah, Superstar is one of my favorite songs from Fearless, so I had to do something star related, and with the gold packaging and stuff, I think this is a great one. So yes, In the Stars has a whole collection right now at Bath & Body Works, so I do plan on getting the Fine Fragrance Mist as well as the EDP, the perfume. I think the perfume bottle is really, really cute. Definitely gives Fearless vibes as well, so I do plan on getting those in the future. I just don't have them in my collection right now, but this would be my first recommendation. Alright, next up we have Angel Gold from Victoria's Secret. So this one is super good. This just came into my collection this year. It's super floral, super pretty. It's like you're walking through a garden in heaven. It is so beautiful. I absolutely love this one, and there is gardenia in here. So when I was thinking about what I want to pair this with, I went ahead and I paired it with One in a Million by Bath & Body Works, and this is like a super floral fantasy kind of moment. So these two do smell really good together. It is giving like the love story music video when she's on a balcony and there's like florals and vines and things like that. She's like, you're running through like the castle gardens or something like that. Like that's the vibe that this gives me. So yeah, a lot of this album, it's just like very, it feels like, if I'm saying the vibe of the album, it feels, to describe it in notes, it feels like white florals, it feels like a little fruitiness, like nostalgia. So you'll see that in some of the other recommendations. But yeah, this is a very white floral heavy combo, and if you love white florals, this would be a great one for you. One in a Million, and if you have Angel's Gold from Victoria's Secret. Alright, next up, this recommendation is for you guys. I don't personally wear this that much. You guys know me and vanilla, we have a complicated off and on relationship. I either love it and want to wear it for a whole week, or, you know, I don't touch vanilla for quite a while. But one vanilla I really do love, I love Wild Madagascar vanilla from Bath & Body Works. Now, this pairing, you could really go with whatever your favorite vanilla is from Bath & Body Works. If you love warm vanilla sugar, you can go with that. Whatever vanilla you like, Bare Vanilla from Victoria's Secret, you can go with whatever you want. This one is my personal favorite because it has jasmine and pear in it. So yes, it does have Wild Madagascar, Accord, African Pear, and Wild Jasmine. There is vanilla in here, but I think the reason I like it is because it's not too vanilla heavy. Like, you definitely smell a vanilla something in here, but I like it because it's not too much vanilla. So I do like this one. And then any vanilla mist that you want to pair, I would pair it with Eilish, the original Eilish. I only have it in this tiny little thing because this is pretty much the only amount of vanilla I really want to wear. I don't need a full-size bottle of this personally, but this is a super, super sweet vanilla. Like, to me, this smells like vanilla extract, like straight up. Like, it's too much for me. I actually don't love this. But the reason why I'm saying vanilla for Fearless is because I feel like vanilla fits the vibe. It's classic, it's simple, it's sweet, it's something, it's a crowd pleaser. Everyone typically likes vanilla, so I think any kind of vanilla kind of routine would definitely give Fearless vibes, because Fearless was still a country album, so it was still like comforting, nostalgic, all that fun stuff. So yeah, any kind of vanilla routine you want to do would definitely give Fearless vibes compared to any of the other albums to me. Okay, another floral and fruity recommendation. I could go on and on. You guys know I love fruity florals. So I would recommend Bridgerton Diamond of the Season. This is a beautiful peach jasmine gardenia fragrance. It literally has sparkling peach, spring daffodil, and radiant jasmine. The peach is definitely in here, so if you don't like peach, this is not the fruity scent for you. I get it. I personally love peach, and so I love this fragrance, and I think it's a well-balanced mixture between the peach and the florals. To me, I love it, and I would actually pair it with Oscar de la Renta Bella Essence. Now, what's interesting, on Fragrantica, they actually, someone compared this and said it smells like Taylor Swift, which is one of her perfumes that came out a long time ago. Her perfumes have long been discontinued. I'm praying. I'm like, please, Taylor, please. I think she would have the opportunity of a lifetime to release more perfumes. I'm just saying. I think it would be an amazing thing. I know I would definitely buy it. But yes, I would love her perfumes to come back out. I don't think I ever actually owned a bottle of Taylor self-titled perfume. But I know I owned Wonderstruck at one time and another one that will come up like during the 1989 era. But yeah, some people have said that this smells like Taylor. So yeah, that's where this combo would come in. Again, floral. Feels like I'm walking through the gardens of a beautiful castle, a manor, that kind of thing. It's a love story. Baby, just say yes. And she did! She did say yes. Alright, another thing that stands out about the Fearless album is how nostalgic it was. Like I said, the song 15 is on the Fearless album, and when I think of being 15, I definitely think of wearing this fragrance. Warm and Cozy by Pink by Victoria's Secret. It has soft vanilla, toasted coconut, and passion fruit. I don't know about you, but when I was 15, my entire gym locker room, we were all wearing the same thing. We all smelled the same pretty much because everybody was wearing Warm and Cozy by Victoria's Secret, or some iteration. Like we had Sweet and Flirty, Warm and Cozy, you know, that's the two that I wore the most. There were different ones back when they were in the square bottles. Iconic. But anyway, I still have Warm and Cozy in my collection. I probably will always have this in my collection. It just smells so nostalgic, so comforting. I love it. I love revisiting this scent every once in a while. This one has soft vanilla, toasted coconut, and passion fruit. So it does have like that sweet, warm vanilla coziness to it, of course, but it actually does have like a little bit of a fruity tropical aspect. So I would pair it with, this is I Am Juicy Couture by Juicy Couture, of course, and this one has a passion fruit note and it is very fruity floral, and it just would pair really well with this. It's a nostalgic, sweet scent, so I think this one would work really good, especially if you're like thinking back to being 15, or like your or like your early love stories, like reminiscing on that. This is the kind of scent that it gives. Alright, and I think the one that reminds me the absolute most of the Fearless album, it reminds me of the song Today Was a Fairy Tale, and this is actually relevant because, well, I'll talk about it, but it would be Fairy Tale by Bath & Body Works. Now, this is interesting because for the longest time in the Bath & Body Works community, we have always said that this was a dupe of Libre by YSL. I have a tiny little baby of it. I do want to get a full-size bottle of this at some point. But yeah, we've always said that this was a dupe of Libre. So this one has pomegranate nectar, fresh orange blossom, vanilla bean, and warm amber. And recently, for the Everyday Luxuries drop, they've recently dropped Free as a Flower, which is also said to be a dupe of Libre. So I don't have Free as a Flower, so I can't like do a side-by-side comparison. But honestly, I smelled Free as a Flower in store, and from what I remember, I was just like, oh, I don't really need it because I already prefer Fairy Tale. I have a full-size bottle of Fairy Tale, and I think the packaging on here is just so much prettier, so gorgeous, and the packaging definitely reminds me of Fearless by Taylor Swift. Even the font of how they wrote Fairy Tale, it just reminds me of early Taylor Swift. And I think Bath & Body Works definitely knows their marketing. There are several fragrances, and you'll see throughout this series, it's like, you definitely were like kind of going with what the Taylor Swift release was that year and kind of trying to capitalize on it, and it worked. It definitely did work. But yeah, I definitely love Fairy Tale from Bath & Body Works. Yeah, like I said, I don't feel the need to get Free as a Flower because I prefer this. So maybe I will get Free as a Flower in the body wash so I could do a whole routine based on this kind of scent. But yeah, this is just a beautiful, beautiful spring profile. It is so nice, so classy. So this is like a more elevated, grown up version, like maybe trying to go to like a fancy event and smell like a little woman, you know, that kind of vibe. So I absolutely love this one. It also is a great just everyday kind of daily scent. Not too strong, not too polarizing or offensive. It's just nice, sweet floral. So I absolutely love this one for Fearless. So I think that one would work great. Alright, those were my 6 combinations for Fearless. So every video we're going to do 6 mists, 6 perfumes, 6 times 2 is 12, TS12. You guys get it. So of course, if you're keeping track, the next one will be Speak Now. So yes, I will see you again for the Speak Now era. If we are talking favorite songs, I was listening to Fearless, Taylor's version. So at the end, after I talk about the perfumes and stuff, I just like to talk to you guys and tell you what my favorite songs were on that album as we reminisce and get ready for the new release. So some of my favorites are definitely, I always loved Untouchable. I always loved Forever and Always. Always loved Superstar for sure. Now the Vault tracks, because we had Taylor's version for this one, I loved Mr. Perfectly Fine. That was so fun to listen to because I loved Joe Jonas when I was younger, so that was hilarious and fun to listen to that one. And then Bye Bye Baby was really cute too. I like that one. I really do. So yes, that is my take on what perfumes I would recommend based on Fearless by Taylor Swift. Let me know what you think of, what perfumes that remind you of Fearless. If you have any recommendations for future videos that are coming up, definitely let me know. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!